Hello everyone, so welcome you all to a short tutorials Meghala's first amateur channel. So as you know, we have been dealing with Unit 2 Chapter 2, right? So today, I suppose this is Chapter 2, right? Let me just confirm once. Yes, this is Unit 2 Chapter 2. So yesterday we have seen the part 1 of this video, and today we shall be dealing with the part 2 of the video Unit 2 Chapter 2. So let us see what we have. So Directorate General of Health Services. So the Directorate General of Health Services is the technical department of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare at the national level. See, now what is this Directorate General of Health Services? So this Directorate General of Health Services is the department, all right, technical department of the government of India, this is of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare at the central level, right? This is a technical department, just remember that. Then its director general is the principal advisor to the union government in both medical and public health matters. Now see, there will be a director general, right? In this Directorate General of Health Services, there will be a director, so general director, and this general director is the principal advisor to what? To the union government or the central government in both the medical and the public health matters. All right, so the directorate comprises of three main units. How many units, class? Three units. What are they? Which are medical care and hospital, number one, medical care and hospital, number one, number two, public health, and number three, general administration. So you have to remember that, all right? That Directorate of Health consists of three main units. Number one is medical care and hospital, number two is public health, and number three is general administration. Now let us see what are the function of this. So the general functions are surveys, planning, coordination, programming, and appraisal of all health matters in the country. So the basic role, the lead role, the main role is played by this, all right? Directorate of Health and Family Welfare. So the general functions are survey. It does this survey, right? Survey means finding out what are the new technologies, what are the new vaccinations, what are the different type of diseases coming up, then how to plan it, what are the different plannings or preventive measures or precautions which we can take. Then it coordinates with the central government as well as with the state government. Then what are the different type of programs it can carry out, and what are the different health hazards or the chances or tendency are there for the health hazards to come, the different type of bio wars, just like kind of COVID-19, right? So the specific function and activities include, now there are certain specific function and activities of this. What are they? You have to remember, right? Class 10 students, you have to remember all this. Number one is international health relations and quarantine. So now you see, you are very familiar with the term quarantine, right? During the outbreak of COVID-19 coronavirus disease, we all know that we have been asked by the government to go under 7 days quarantine, 2 weeks quarantine, or 1 month quarantine, right? So quarantine means it is a period of separation or a period of isolation where a suspect, all right, where a suspect of certain disease is kept under observation of medical expertise, right? So this is number one. Then control of drug standards. So what are the different standard by which the drugs will be marketed, the preparation of the drug, the manufacturing of the drugs according to the needs and demands. Then maintaining medical store and depot. So how the medical store is maintained, what are the hygienic conditions taken care or taken into account, and how the supervisor perform his functions. And number four, postgraduate training. So you also know that these is responsible for the training of what? Training of the doctors or the nurses or the pharmacists, right? Then medical education, yes, as I said, medical education is also looked after. Then central government health schemes. So there are different schemes, right? As we know, MHI is in Meghalaya, right? Ministry of Health. So we know that an Ayushman card or Abha card, we all know that, right? So those are the medical scheme by the central government or the state government. Now medical research and different type of research are done, all right? Number eight, we have national health programs. So what are the different type of national health programs which takes place? Then health intelligence, Then number 10, maintaining a national medical library. And number 11, health education, which we are studying right now, right? So all these 11 factors are very, very important. These are the functions of the Directorate of Health and Family Welfare, which you have to remember, right? The main function of the Directorate are carried out through the various divisions and sections of the Directorate. It does not mean that the Principal Director General carries out all these functions. Of course, there are subdivisions, division of labor, division of offices, division of works. Besides, there are several subordinate officers in autonomous organizations for dealing with specific programs, right? It's just like in DC office, Deputy Commissioner is the head of the office, right? But then there are lots and lots of other offices. Planning office, Nazareth office is there. Then, housing office is there. Then treasury office is there. Then, consumer forum is there. Then different type of offices are there. But then, of course, we know that Deputy Commissioner is the head of the Deputy Commissioner office or DC office, right? So likewise here also, Director General is the principal. Some committees and councils also have been set up to provide guidance in planning and implementation of the various programs. So there are different type of committees, there are different type of officials which are entitled or given the responsibilities for carrying out certain planning and implementation of the different type of programs by the state and the central government. Now 4 statutory councils were set up some 4 years back. How many statutory councils? 4, right? They are the Medical Council of India. Remember, what are they? You have to mark it. Number 1 is Medical Council of India. Number 2, Dental Council of India. Number 3, Indian Nursing Council. And the number 4, Pharmacy Council of India. So you have to remember all these 4 names. All right? 4 statutory councils. These councils render valuable assistance by coordinating education and training in their respective fields. So there are pharmacists, those who study B Pharma, M Pharma, then nursing, then MBBS, then BDS. Now many other councils have come up. There are councils in other systems of medicine also. Some of the major achievement of the Directorate include, there are certain achievements which are achieved by the Directorate of Health and Family Welfare. You have to remember this. What are they? Number 1, the eradication of smallpox, guinea worms and polio. This is number 1. Number 2, the elimination of leprosy and yaws. Number 3, control of disease such as cholera and malaria. Malaria and cholera are being controlled, right? And we do not have smallpox in India anymore. The combining of Ayush, Department of Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy, with National Program for Prevention and Control of Cancer, Diabetes, Cardiovascular Diseases and Strokes in 6 districts in the country, right? Then launch of National Program for Palliative Care. See, you have to remember, my dear students, you have to remember this full form. What is the full form of Ayush? What is the full form of NPCDCS? What is the full form of NPPC? So you have to remember all this, all right? So I will try to make this video a very short one. So I think this is all in this video. So this was the part 2 of Unit 2 Chapter 2. So part 3 will be the next video you will watch on this particular chapter. All right. So thank you everyone for staying connected with the show of tutorials. Thank you.